Welcome back to another episode of the Abbas Wahab Show. Thank you for tuning in as always. As you know, Dante Williams is still in Colorado. I don't know what this motherfucker's up to, so I brought a guest in today, a fellow comedian, been doing it with him in Toronto for years.
What's up?
Funny motherfucker, my brother, Jeevin Gill. What are you saying,
baby?
bro?
What's
the guy
up?
who put me on Sidhu Moose Wala
Oh,
2 months before he died.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man, that's great. That was a while ago, right? Like I told you, we did
Barrie.
We did a gig up in Barrie. I told you the whole thing. I was like, here's this guy, this and that. He's a rapper. I'm like, he's basically. This is a little foreshadowing because I remember saying he's basically our Tupac, and then he got shot.
Oh, 100%. Well, he fully is your Tupac.
Now
Like,
he's fully, but I feel like it was a bad karma on my part for him.
well, not even. Like one of the last singles he put out, the album cover is literally the 7 series that Suge Knight and Tupac got shot, that Tupac died in.
Yeah.
That was the album cover.
Yeah.
He's obsessed. Sidhu was obsessed with Tupac.
Yeah.
His whole style, everything was so much Tupac inspiration. That's why I fuck with it.
Yeah. Well,
till this day.
There you go. It's funny too because like I was only just getting into him too. Like I think I was late. I'm always late to the game when it comes to brown artists. To be honest with you, I'm an old man. I never get. I'm like I when it comes to like brown music, I sit there and the kids introduce me to shit really late.
He's like brown people's Eminem and Tupac at the same time. Eminem in the sense of like, oh hey, I'm here to actually dominate this rap thing.
Yeah.
And Tupac in the sense of like, you can't hold us down, civil rights,
Yeah.
pushing for my people,
And
like,
getting shot as a result.
and dying as a result of his mouth, essentially. But still, that spirit lives on. His monthly listens are higher than ever. His parents somehow had a kid. Do you know that?
Yeah, I
Fuck
did
it.
see that.
I'm looking in the camera right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
They're like
that's
60,
some
dude.
Punjabi
That's
magic.
buddy. That's it, man. We're there. And that's the thing. My grandma had 11 kids. Like my other grandma had like
Not
8
into
kids.
her 60s or 50s.
No, it was pretty late. It wasn't. It was like it's in the 50s, I think. I mean, good on you, man. Like,
Yeah, good on them. Huh?
But you know that one like took a few
It's
tries.
crazy when it's like your kid hits it so hard that he like made your name so valuable. They're like, the dynasty
one.
must continue. It can't be over, man. Like rest in peace, Sidhu. But like they're like, we can't.
We can't stop here.
And literally, this kid, he's gonna be rapping by the time he's 9.
I was gonna
His
say,
parents are gonna make him do a single.
rap. That's the thing.
Promise.
I cannot stress this enough. He's not gonna be good because his parents are supportive.
Bronny James.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like he's like poor Bronny, man. Like he's never gonna.
You kind of feel bad for him. We all knew what
I have
it
a
was,
joke
right?
on this. I have a joke of this on my new album.
Yo, okay.
Oh,
So my
bang,
guy's
bang,
like, yo,
bang.
come on. I'm putting
no.
out an album. I want to hop on the pod. I'm like, okay, sick. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, we're going to have a great pod and mention the album at the end. This guy's like,
no.
Yo, I love how you're like, on my new album.
I just wanted to think. I have a joke about this where I'm like, the thing about like most things of human excellency happened because you had shitty parenting. Do you know what I mean? Like everything, like every field, whoever excels the most at it, if you look into it, they usually had shitty parenting.
100%.
So like it's like
Chaos
Michael
creates
Jackson,
art.
Barack Obama, Jesus Christ, all of them.
Just the examples, those 3 examples. The gap.
But also the different.
Michael Jackson, Obama, Jesus Christ.
But they're all
No one
the
can
top
debate
of their
you.
game. They're
Yeah.
the top 3 of their thing. Do you know what I mean?
These are the examples chosen for the bit because they're too strong. You looked at your fingers as if you were coming up with them on the spot. You were like, we have Barack Obama. Like, no way.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's true. I think, what's his name? Gary Owen has a joke about how, like, depending on how shitty your father is, the better the basketball player. He's
Yeah,
like, look
dude.
at Kobe running in, layup.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah. LeBron just coming in. That was the thing. That was the joke. It's like, boom. He
Half court.
You just
fucking
know.
dunk.
He's like, where's my dad? Like,
But
and Kobe,
Jordan is the exception.
No, dude, watch that Jordan. This is why I came up with a bit because if you watch that Jordan documentary, he talks about his father. Like, yeah, no, my father is great. I really wanted his approval. And then he just has this moment. Like if you watch it, you're like, no. This guy, for the documentary, you're making it seem like it's a real nice childhood. And
Father loves son thing.
Yeah. He was like, oh no, I had a great, my father was tough on me, but it was good for me or whatever. And the way he said it, I'm like, nah, dude, there's some shit here. I know there's some shit here. I could tell.
But right when he hit, his dad was at every game.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's when he
Pops was everywhere. Papa's not a salesman no more.
No, dude, it's like
so he's not the exception, huh?
Dude, I watched that documentary, and that's why I came up with this bit because I remember the exact thing he said was in the documentary. He goes, when you're growing up like that, you want your father's approval. You want that love, and it was like such a weird.
And it was like a long, there's a little bit of emptiness in his eyes.
You can see it.
Oh shit!
I tell you right now, go clip this.
I won't. I refuse. Your shit's not even recording.
But yeah, dude, and same thing, Kobe. Kobe, though his parents didn't talk like all the way until he died.
His parents never talked.
They've not been talking since like 2000.
His parents, Kobe's parents were just like my parents. What the fuck? Why am I not good at basketball?
You're out here podcasting. So
yeah, right? Like
if you're dribbling instead.
You got the height for basketball, so you got to deal with that fucking question every day.
Every day.
Yeah. So do you
play basketball?
Were you in the league?
Yeah. What happened to your knee?
Did you not have good grades?
They always say, what happened to your knee? Like they always come up with the injuries I must have had.
It was a bad knee. You were going to go pro, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't for your bum knee.
I have a conspiracy theory about tall people in sports.
Wait. Before you go into that, hold on to that, bookmarking that. I'll give you my theory on the exact same people we just compared, but not with fathers, with baldness. Okay, my theory is LeBron will never hit his final level of ball until he shaves his head. The fear is holding him back.
Yeah.
Look at Kobe. Look at Jordan. They didn't do some next level going to Turkey voodoo magic on the scalp. LeBron shit looks like black grass. It's lawn care techniques up there.
Dude.
He shaves. I promise he shaves that shit right now.
Yeah.
They're gonna get a ring. One last ring. That puts him at five. So now he matched Kobe.
Yeah, match Kobe.
Jordan on 6.
But LeBron's got the most points.
Most points, first father and son. He's like
first father and son doesn't count for anything except the coolness factor, but
I think it will. Like right now, it feels like nothing because we're that. But I think 10 years from now,
you think it's gonna matter?
Only father son. As far as like if you're in a conversation with the greats,
yeah.
The fact that you raised your son and got him into the league, that's noteworthy. You know what I mean? That goes into the conversation.
All right. I mean, Kobe's dad was in the NBA. Not at the same time, but he was Kobe.
But I'm talking about at the same time.
At the same time. You think that matters? Oh, okay.
Actually, I heard somebody say like, there's a lot of players with the NBAs in their in the NBA with their dads. They just don't know that's their dad.
Oh, that's the thing with there's a theory about LeBron's real father is this guy who used to play for Washington and he had a game in Cleveland.
Yeah,
like that 9 months before LeBron's birth,
and he looks like him.
Looks like him and shit. Yeah, I forgot his name.
That's
like some players from the 70s. Do you know? But you remember, by the way, I was just remembering
this. That's crazy. That goes to show you the level of just care and time on hand human beings have. The fact that someone he was in Cleveland 9 months before the birth. He was in that game. He had a great game. He put up triple double that night.
You know how crazy you have to be looking up the game schedule for a Washington Bullets game from 1978.
A team that don't exist no more.
Yeah. You're like, I'm gonna look up where the Washington Bullets were in 1978 in June.
People will find everything as soon as there is a reason. Like for example, Shane Gillis, they love him right now, but 5 years of being at the top. People are gonna be like, yeah, but what else? You know,
dude.
What else did he say at a pod? See, here's the thing about Gills. He was made on that Asian voice thing on the podcast.
Yeah.
So maybe he's the one exception that will cancel out the cycle.
I was gonna say it's because what happened is he started
with the end thing.
That's where he started. People don't realize that like Shane Gillis was not like he was just like us. He was just sitting in a room doing this, and then got the nod to be on SNL.
But, with talent, as a result, you don't just get that nod unless they're like, oh, this guy brings value to this giant show.
Oh,
which sucks nowadays. But the point is still.
Yeah.
He made it. That's huge.
Yeah,
that,
but he-
to actually make it without a name at all. I learned his name when I heard comedian Shane Gill's fired from SNL. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? That's when I heard his name.
Arguably,
It made him.
But arguably made him bigger than SNL would have ever made him.
Oh, 100%.
So like
that exact thing.
So this is the thing I always say about the whole cancel thing, right? Where it's people act like it's over, but we literally we're talking about a career that started because of it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
look at what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. Mm-hmm. He went crazy with drugs and prostitutes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like fell out of Hollywood. And then they love. Here's the thing. For a comeback story, it requires a full rock bottom. That's the problem with it. You know what I mean? They don't let you just like they resisted Louis coming back. Because he didn't hit rock bottom. His thing it was so flimsy. He's like, I jerk off in front of people and don't hurt. And after they've said yes, after my like explicit question.
Yeah.
That's not rock bottom enough, you know? Like maybe in 15 years, they'll let Diddy come back. The way he's hitting rock bottom.
You think
the way he's hitting.
Listen, buddy, I don't think, here's the thing I always say, but there's the thing about people, there's people who complain about cancel culture, people who are for it, all that sort of stuff. There's a few names that aren't coming back because the thing about cancel culture is
Cosby's not coming back.
Cosby's not coming back. Exactly.
Weinstein was never a name, so he was
Weinstein
behind the
was a
scene.
name. He was
Miramax.
Yeah, but it
he's
was
Miramax though.
But he held power.
Oh, he's the biggest guy, but it's not like it's Miramax, right?
Yeah, but you're
like it's like the head of Lionsgate being a crazy rapist. He can go to prison, and we still fuck with Lionsgate. So Miramax is the power, whereas Denzel can't fuck up. He's gone.
Right.
If a name fucks up, they're gone. Spacey, they're gone. But
so the currency.
Weinstein can still come back. We just won't know what's happening. It'll just be this new production companies.
No. Oh yeah,
come back.
No, because we would know that it's Weinstein's company. Do you know what I mean? Like, and people would watch movies.
Buddy,
people watch movies because it was Weinstein.
Why was he so powerful? Because he had pretty good taste in what he was producing. People money, but like a lot of
Quentin
these
Tarantino.
horrible people are really good at what they do and are granted crazy access as a result of their skill through time that they end up abusing. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So if you
it's the
look
fame?
at 20 years,
do you think Cosby was just a great guy before? Yeah. Is that the whole thing? You're not recording?
Let's just confirm. And we are back. That's what happens when you are filming my guy on your fucking iPhone and runs out of storage. You have to go through, delete all these bullshit skits
Some
I'm
technical
making.
difficulties.
Like, what is all this goddamn bullshit?
I'm telling you, you leveled up your game since I was out here last, man. We were in the basement. Do you remember? By the way, I was remember this on the way here.
Full again? What? No, yeah.
The day I came to do this podcast last, Kobe died on the way to the podcast.
Really?
Yeah. I walked in and you're like, hey, what's up, man? I was like, I think we weren't sure yet. It was like, is this real?
And we just talked about it on the pod?
We like went straight into the podcast and
did we confirm it on air?
We might have confirmed it on air. We might have like gone straight in and been like, oh, we have, ladies and gentlemen, we have live reporting today. We have
you know what a fucked up time it is? Is that like, imagine we recorded on a Tuesday and I release episodes on Friday. It's like, after that episode would end, my thought would be like, we got to put this out today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to do an off-schedule release.
Oh, man. I did that. I had this joke about Indian people in Canada, and I was like, there's something that
what
happened.
could there be possibly to joke about?
Yeah. And I knew the racists would carry me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was like, I gotta drive the algorithm. I gotta put this one out this
Exactly.
week.
Yeah,
Something had happened, and I was like, oh man, I know for sure this is the. And it's like it's weird because the thing about social media is there's only two things that do well. It's either
politics.
No, it's two things. It's two different things. It's something that's either very, very, very positive or very, very negative.
Oh,
so it's like it's either like the cutest cat or the cutest baby
with
that
a baby
makes,
monkey hugging.
Yeah, with a baby monkey hugging it, and then it kisses it or something. You know what I mean? Something so cute that makes people stop and go. They have to type, "Oh my god, this is so cute." or something that it's so negative, so racist, or so stupid.
Or meme factor. It's one of those three.
Yeah, or meme factor.
Or it's like a Chinese guy who has a gap in his teeth and he smokes cigarette through it. Like some random. That's so actually random. Most of the internet. It's the random shit.
Yeah, something so
and then
weird
for it to go viral. You're right, positive or negative. That's very true.
And that's how this is how this whole thing functions, man. It's just why we're sitting there being angrier and angrier all day, because the things being put out are meant only to go viral and not to do anything else. And so what they do is they go deeper and deeper into what would make people madder and madder.
Well, people are doing the exact same thing. That's what I try to stay away from as much as possible. Do you notice how when, not even trends, but when you see a funny video, you'll see 4 versions of the same funny video.
Yeah,
different content creators just redo the same version. I've been seeing this now with 5 different content creators. The same one. When you walk by someone in first class.
Yeah.
And then they're like, look at you with resentfully. Yeah. I've seen 6 different people.
Dude, it's
the same shit. And people ask me, they're like, oh, so you got to watch a lot of content. I'm like, no, I watch a lot of the shit that is my algorithm. Car stuff, bullshit. But I'm never fishing. And I was for years during COVID when I was just trying to post every day. I was like, what's working? And then that only gets you nowhere. And then if you just literally not look at what's out there and just come up with some shit, some will fail, some will do good. You'll iterate, trial and error, but eventually you'll carve out this style that's uniquely you. It's like all those people, the old gurus, everybody tells you the exact same thing in life in all things. Work hard, be you are unique, and that leverage the uniqueness. And you're like, obviously, but what is it though? Who's the booker? Right? Like, but who books it though?
Another thing is like,
of course, I'm working hard, but who books it?
Yeah.
What's the fucking shortcut? We always think it is.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's just, it's hard years of just becoming a very unique thing.
Yeah, and also like there is like because whatever the people, if they're copying other things, they might get a hit here and there where like something goes, but they're
no
not
longevity.
No longevity. No one's interested enough to keep you in it. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason.
You're just regurgitating.
Yeah. And that's the weird thing about, because as stand-up comedians, our whole thing since we started has been originality. Like we are always trying.
You would
like,
hope, right?
Yeah.
Carlos would see us watching this. Yeah. Like, oh shit! Come on, guys, drop it, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
But that's always who you see stick around. Like when we started, it was 30 people on a show and an open mic, and it was always like the worst, hackiest thing. And then none of those people stuck around. Like
26. 13 had schizophrenia. 10 were newly broken up with, divorced, or just like in a weird transient state of life. Yeah. That's what mostly open mics are. Yeah. Someone just broke up with me. Yeah. My kids just left the house. I just got divorced. Yeah. I just graduated. I don't have a job. Yeah. I'm in a weird place in my life, and I'm just like, they pretty much come in with their shoulders up like, That's most of it.
It's also funny when you see like when you go into an open mic and you see a new comic think that like saying something will elicit a response like it does in the specials. Like if they don't know what comedy is outside of the Netflix specials they've seen, they think it's gonna be like, hey, so I just got divorced, am I right? And then they think the crowd's gonna be like, oh yeah, we've been there, and they're gonna clap, and no one says it, and there's a blank look on their face, like, oh, I thought you were gonna help carry that part, and they're recording it. It's like, no, dude, get to it, buddy. This is not how it goes.
The rude wake-up calls of comedy. So many. What's really rough is when you have a great joke, that learning that a great joke in this environment will not work, and you need to not let that affect you, and you need to continue being confident in that thing. Yeah. That takes years where you just wrote a new thing. Yeah. And you tried it, and it's just like this environment tonight does not support the creation of anything that is not degenerate. Right? If a guy comes in and be like, that guy's a fucking cuckold for sure. Yeah. There's things that are always gonna, right? Yeah. But then you like then for years you're going to shows like, that guy's a cuckold. You know what I mean? No. Like you just come up. You ever do comedians that have these like 8 lines that no matter what show you do with them, they're like, oh, that guy's a this and that guy's a that. They just find their thing, and you're like, yo, you've been doing the same.
The
pretend crowd work.
The pretend crowd work, the pretend improv is fucking hilarious.
I mean, we get it. You need your tools in the belt, lines to throw out, but it's people like create the same ones over and over.
Oh
and
no,
over.
it's
And you're
always
like,
so
whoa.
funny. It's always so
Wouldn't this
funny because
depress you?
it's kind of funny too. 'Cause when they go like, this guy's or whatever, or this guy knows what I'm talking about. You know, when they point at nobody, they're pointing at like an empty chair. Like, this guy knows what I'm talking about. And
Because they're trying to get the shot.
yeah.
Because they're trying to post on Instagram.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
literally empty on that
That's
side of the room.
thing. I mean, I'm gonna sound like an old man, but like, there's a lot. I've done this too, where I've done a joke a certain way because I know, like, yeah, it's weird that I repeated myself there, but I need it for the edit on the clip.
But you know what? That's just the professional reality of what the fuck we do.
Yeah,
You know, sometimes, buddy, like, you've done live tapings, galas, etc., right? They tell you, like when I did Winnipeg, they go, there's cameras everywhere, but you want to hit it right down the middle, hit that red light for, like, that's what, play to that red light. So the idea is you hit your punchlines to that red light. So it's like, even there's scenarios where there's a general flow where you want to say it here, but now you're being like, what just because you want to get a good taping, and the taping comes out great. So these 20x people who are at home have a better experience than those live. That's just the reality of it. The taping is the ball is on, what's it called? Like, the people at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that is the focus, is that it translates well to a screen.
Right.
But ideally, if you crush,
In both.
it translates, right? That's what you want. You want to have a fully in the moment crush in the moment. That translates beautifully. But sometimes people just, you can't get both all the time.
No, you gotta. I mean, that's when we shot mine.
Where'd you do? A comedy bar?
Comedy
Which
bar
one?
Danforth. Comedy bar Danforth.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't.
Check me out, Comedy Bar Danforth, December 6th and 7th,
There
9
you
p.m.
go.
I'm filming a special too. See, that's how you do
Oh,
it,
you
bro.
got the dates? Oh,
Organic.
yeah, you get it before. That's the time. All right, so
I haven't done it
yet. No, but I'm saying you're getting the promos up before.
Well, yeah, I fucking.
You
have to.
You guys should come. He's gonna crush.
You should. Think
gonna
about
be
it.
great.
December 6th and 7th. Yeah, it's
So that's Friday.
we had
Saturday?
a bunch of cameras. Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, we had a bunch of cameras, 4 or 5. I
Yeah.
think we had 5 and one floating in the audience. For
Floater. You gotta have a floater.
Gotta have a floater. Yeah. So I don't know. I to be honest, now that we thought that about, I don't remember. I remember just ignoring the cameras fully and just doing it to the room, which is probably why.
No. That's what you should be doing. But I'm saying, like, at these giant galas, they're different than me and you doing a special.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I doing a special, just do your crush there.
Yeah.
But when they do these big TV things, they need
Yeah.
eye lines in specific places because it's
Right.
fucking like CBC or whatever. It's all of
Right.
Canada, right?
Right.
Like, we need your eyes here.
Right. We need your idea for the TV.
The eyes here is way above the audience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
it was like in between the first floor and the mezzanine. So I'd be like, and sometimes I do just look above people's heads in general if you have a big audience.
Yeah.
Just pretend like you're like fastball down the middle.
Oh, yeah,
But
I
this
do.
was kind of a little high where I was kind of like doing a joke as if I'm connecting with people, and I'm clearly not making eye contact with anyone because you're there, and I'm like, this.
Look at yeah, okay.
So it's
Like
weird,
when you're
but-
talking to somebody who cannot make eye contact. You ever do that when you're like trying to talk
And we
to
recognize autism and being
Yes.
on the spectrum here.
Yes.
And we support
we're pretty close, you know.
yeah,
but
100%, all of
but
us.
like there's some people who just cannot, and you're just like I understand. I get that. I was talking to somebody the other day where I was like, oh, this person has trouble making eye contact, but then at the same time I'm like still trying to catch them, you know. I'm like, hey, over here. So,
The worst is when someone like talks to you and doesn't make eye contact.
yeah.
Like talks to you like in a controlling way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've had one guy, like comedian, I'll tell you. When I first came in, he was always be like, I'm gonna give you some I got something for you. I got a corporate coming in. I'm gonna like let you. Always said that.
Yeah.
But when he would say it, he's looking there. So he's got like my hand in hand like that. He goes, look, I got something for you. Okay, like it's coming soon. And you're like, you're not looking at me, bro. I don't believe.
Yeah.
I mean, then I even did believe it, but it was
Yeah.
like because I was hopeful.
Yeah. Did you ever get the corporate?
Never. And for years, he would always like. You know, someone's screwing you where they want to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, my guy, yo, you're killing it, man. Yo,
Yeah.
I got something coming. Like,
Oh,
he
yeah,
has to,
yeah, yeah.
he's so I don't have an opportunity to be like, what happened to the corporate, bro?
Yeah,
I was like,
nothing.
Nothing.
This
No
business-
one's gonna ever get you anything, give you anything.
Yeah,
it
no.
never comes from anybody. Like, Jeevin, we've listened to your thing, and it's time. LA is calling, Jeevin. We've got an apartment for you, and we've lined up guest spots for you here. We want your greatness, please.
Yeah. No, that, I mean, living in Toronto really taught me to ask for things, man. Because I did for the first few years. I thought it did you sat around and you're like, yeah, I just did well. I'm sure somebody will walk up to me.
You think it's a union mentality? The man who does the hours must get. Like, you must pick us in the order of the hours that we put in, right?
Yes, the
but
seniority.
It's not.
No, not at all.
Dude, there's so many guys, and this never worked for me. I think you need a certain something for this to work. It never worked for me to DM a headliner and be like, can I, hey, I'm in Toronto. Every time I've ever done that, it has never worked, and it works for everybody. It works for a lot of people, and I'm very gracious, and I'm not expecting it, and no one needs to, you don't need to look at my language to be like, bro, you don't ask, I have self-awareness. Some people don't have self-awareness. I'm coming through in the least aggressive, poignant, quick, not a paragraph. Like, hey, I've got a following. I'm competent, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
0 times it has worked. But and guys I know have hit up the same comics.
Oh, yeah.
And they've at least responded, or they have said yes. There's something about something people. I don't know what it is.
Are you talking about touring headliners coming through Toronto?
Yes.
Oh.
Coming through the Danforth, coming through ABC. But at the same time, there's these young guys. Like, I just did DC. This younger guy just started. Like, he's 3 years in. Mm-hmm. He did it. I'm like, yeah, come.
Yeah?
Yeah. I didn't have an opener. Like, I had a feature, but I didn't have. I'm like, yeah, come open it up off the top.
Nice.
The club knew him and stuff like that. I've done it in other towns too, where I'm just like, it works, and it works for other people too. But I don't know what the fuck it is about. Yeah. No one will. It has for years. It has never worked.
Oh shit!
And there's guys that are 1 year in that'll hit.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it was like for 4 or 5 years, I never hit people up.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, I want to be a sure thing.
Right.
Right. But there's people that are not. There's 6 months in. They've been doing 5 minutes, and they hit people up, and they get up. Dude. So it's like asking is the only thing separating you from it.
Yeah, but also at the same time, the reality of some people.
One sec.
Yeah, Gunner's going wild. Gunner's got a.
Down! Hey, come here. What are you doing? Okay, come in.
Come on in, Gunner. Buddy. You want to get on the podcast? Woo, 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 woo. We're leaving all that in. That's fucking fantastic. Gunner losing his mind out there. What happened? Gunner, say hi to the people. Say hi to the people.
Why are you barking, you fucking bunda boy? Okay, get under the table. Go. Under the table. Going down. Go. Okay, what were you saying? Sorry.
My parents just got a dog.
Yeah.
Golden Retriever. Yeah. Runs the household now. It's so funny.
Do they love him?
Love him.
And are all the kids out of the house?
No, my brother's still there, but
how old is he?
He's 20s.
Like late
20s. Yeah.
Okay, so he should be the fuck out.
Yeah, he should be.
Okay, it's either that's what I mean. It's either you're out of the house or you're in a state of should be the fuck out. Because when you should be the fuck out, they start acting as if the house is empty, right?
Yeah. They're done.
If he was 18, they would never got a dog.
No,
but he's 28. Get the fuck out of here.
They're retired. Right? They're retired. So the dog is a golden retriever. My mom initially was like, I'm never doing anything with this dog. This is your.
Same with my mom. Yeah. Same with like brown moms. And now he loves him, right?
Now, dude, when I said there's no more dangerous combination than a golden retriever that just wants to eat everything and an Indian mother that just wants to feed everything. Like, it's crazy. He just
that's how a black hole is formed.
Yeah. You know? I'm surprised he's not already so fat. Like, because I know
feeding him straight up like curry based stuff,
like roti, like it's
bread based.
Like she'll make the roti for the house, and then there'll be like 2 more just for Sparky. And then I told her, I'm like, you're not, Sparky, right? And he's like, I told her, I'm like, don't feed him this. It's gonna it's not good for him. Don't give him. And then he just looks at her, and it's like right.
Oh, but my girl says the exact same thing. I feed every meal. He's waiting next to me. I used to fuck up.
Guy. I'm actually kind of like I thought I would be like very easily, like I was like, I'll give it in.
But you're actually pretty like disciplinary.
I'm pretty disciplinary.
You're ready for it, huh?
Dude, it's surprising to me out of all people. I was like, because I'm such a people pleaser. But apparently
when it comes to dog, that's why you love a dog. You can finally stand up like, sit the fuck down. I make the money. And you don't book nothing. You book nothing. You have no. You have no shows.
You didn't even give me a bet. Right?
Yeah, right.
There's not even a.
Nothing.
You didn't even inspire a bit. No, that's exactly. When it comes to dogs, I'm apparently very in because I learned somewhere that there is like a when it comes to dogs that the way we evolved them.
Yeah,
because they were wolves, but dogs as a species has only been around
per
humans.
the trade that they needed them for.
Yeah, exactly. There was a structure set up. Like there is meant to be like a leader.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's tribe mentality shit.
Yeah, so it's like they still got it. So I'm like, somebody's got to do the thing. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm doing it.
Caesar Milan.
Yeah,
buddy, that actually reminds me. Talking about training. So did you watch the Tyson Paul fight?
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't. I watched the buffering. Of
yeah,
the Tyson
exactly.
Paul.
Yeah,
I didn't
exactly.
watch the actual fight.
I missed it all.
I missed it all too.
Instagram, I saw who won.
Oh yeah,
literally, I missed the whole thing. But the night before the fight, the weigh-in, the slap.
Oh yeah, okay.
I wish Dante was here to actually pull this up. If you've seen the slap, go back and watch the slap. You know the ringside girls, UFC girls, who just like put up like round 3 and walk the fuck off with like cleavage, right?
Yeah.
Bro, if you look at those girls, right when the slap happens, like 20 mans rush the stage.
Yeah.
They never blink. They never move. And there's no reaction whatsoever to the slap, to the turmoil, to the chaos, nothing at all. And at one point, there's so many people on stage, you can't even see them anymore. And like people's heads would move and you would see them for a brief moment, still fully locked, neck locked. They never moved.
Dude.
You're like, what the
and
fuck?
And also, that was the entire fight. That was the entire fight. Every fight they would be in the ring, and the fighters are standing there getting the interview.
Oh, the girls when they were done, their tits were just behind them.
No, but it's like, dude, look at their face. It's because it's like they'll be like, literally, one of the fighters was like, I got robbed. This is bullshit. Like I should have won that fight, and then she's just like standing there behind him, like,
oh, the most oiled tits. Did you see the amount of Saudi oil?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No, but think about this. I didn't even look there because I couldn't focus away from how dead they were in the face.
I know.
Because I was just like, look. You can.
I know.
You can look at the face. It's like
dead eyes I've seen, but the way responding, not reacting,
nothing,
like a weigh-in,
not even just be like, let me run away from this.
Tyson,
let me run away from this. Like
it wasn't
nothing.
even like this is not
the
scripted.
level.
So it's like you got to be like.
The level of
like you gotta
I don't know if the instruction is like no matter what you do.
That's what it is.
You think it is, or is it just a level of disassociation?
I think the best chicks, the chicks that really prosper at this stuff, like the highest level of fucking doll bitches, whatever you want to call them, they know the game.
Yeah,
and the game's to fucking shut up, smile,
and stand
and
there.
Push your chest out and never react.
Dude, I can't imagine.
The girl that goes like, hey, break it up. I don't think that's the girl that's like getting the contract re-up, right?
It could also be
Who
like,
knows?
It could also be like the level of disassociation it takes to just do that, where I'm like, it's like, hey, do you have a scale or anything? No, I'm just going to stand here.
I know. That's a skill level. That's like
the level of
Magneto level.
Yeah, like the level of like staring that you can take as a human being. Without doing anything. The thing is, like, we take staring. We're on stage, but we've asked for
There's a give and take.
We have like, I'm trying to. We're earning it every 10 seconds, right?
Well, we're listening, even if we're not talking.
Yeah.
Or we're talking.
There's a back and forth. But their whole job is like, I'm looked at.
Exactly.
I'm looked at. That's my thing.
Literally hired to be a statue.
Yeah, and it's like, but which, by the way, like, earned it. Like,
oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? But like,
give him a bonus. Like that almost looked like that was a test.
To be like. Just nothing, or just the amount. Maybe we're giving it too much depth here.
No, I went back and showed someone the one I'm talking about. Zero, like
but
I have to
the amount of Botox in that face, though. Maybe that is as much as they can move it.
I guess so. Like there was a white girl and a black girl.
Yes,
the black girl looked like she was even had more stuff done.
Yeah,
and she was like on black Barbie shit where she was smiling so hard she had a little bit of the almost a little shake.
You just know they got hit with it right before.
You're like,
and then so it's like it's just stuck there. It's like
they look like Biden right before he did a big announcement. The B12 and fucking vitamin D they gave this guy. He's like, my country, I come before you. Like, what the fuck did they give this nigga?
Yeah, dude.
Remember that one, the State of Union or whatever?
Yeah, the State of Union.
He's like, listen to me. We're like, whoa, is this Superman? Who is this guy?
Yeah, you're like, what level of roids?
Rhyming and like,
there must be like, there's got to be like a cocktail of whatever they're giving them to like prop them up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I wonder if this, every time they do it, like whoever the scientist in the back is mixing that stuff, they're just like, this could be the one. Like Like
This could be like the Michael Jackson sleep concoction that killed him.
Like they hit him with one, and he goes out there and he's just standing in the back like, okay, make it to the speech, make it to the speech. Because if he doesn't make it, there's a chance he just drops right there. Like every time they're rolling the dice, that he might drop right there. Do you know what I mean?
He needs the podium to lean on.
Yeah, he's never done a speech. Have you seen he has never done a speech without the podium. He's always holding on to it.
Of course, yeah, it's
just
a walker. It's on wheels.
No,
if they zoom out, it's on wheels.
He just did one today in Brazil.
Oh, do you see how he okayed long range missiles? He's trying
trying
to fuck up shit.
Oh,
he's literally the guy that got fired.
Yeah,
and he's
like
fucking up the whole
shit.
system.
Yeah. He's just like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
He's going into the code of the server code.
Yeah.
Just Control A, delete shit.
It's like
Just fuck unplugging
I
shit.
love that. You think Joe Biden knows Control Alt Delete at all?
I said Control A as in select all, which
like,
he definitely doesn't know that.
Yeah, definitely doesn't know that. No, he did. Yeah, he okayed long range missiles in Russia today because he was like, all right, well, I'm not going to be here for sure. Oh yeah, that was the thing with because when they pushed him out, when they pushed him out, they said Kamala they said don't say who you want, just say like, I want the primary to happen, I want people to vote. And then he goes, all right, and then on the last day he's like, I'm dropping out anyways, vote for Kamala. And they like endorsed the person instead of like having an open primary.
That's how I see. I don't know politics that like. That's the thing I will say I like about Trump. He just does it like, this guy got elected in.
Yeah.
This fucking guy is putting all of his boys like it's a tree house, like a tree house of all the boys. Like imagine one of the goons, the recess goons, became hall monitor.
Yeah.
And he literally just put all of his boys off the jungle gym as every head thing on some movie shit I've never even seen. It was like people that have not, the Fox guy.
They brought it.
Isn't the Fox guy like head of defense?
Yeah, head of, like that's not the thing.
Elon got a department that don't exist.
Yes, he made up an apartment.
And he's already doing memes about it to be like Doge and like fucking around like to the world. Like, look at this.
The funniest thing is to have a department on government efficiency. So you make an department. You make more government. It's ironic. Yeah. To have more government efficiency, which is hilarious. But
great.
The thing is like, it's not that he selected his boys because like everyone does that a little bit but
not like this.
Not like this. Not the ones that matter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Department of Defense.
Head of FBI is like just everybody who's his boy. The whole world is bound to him.
Yeah.
Did you see John Jones fight?
Yeah.
Yesterday. Did you watch the fight?
I did watch the fight.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see John Jones' interaction with Thing?
He gave him the belt.
This is on some king shit I have only ever seen in Gladiator, which by the way, I'm going to watch Gladiator 2 tomorrow. Did you watch it yet?
No, I'm not going to watch Gladiator 2.
Hell yeah, I can't wait to watch Gladiator 2. Let's go fucking. I'm so amped.
Is Gladiator 2 a continuation of the first
I have no idea.
Okay,
I'm just going to go watch it because Denzel is in it for some reason.
You know what?
Buddy, Gladiator 1 is great. Yeah. Denzel is in it.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't care. I don't know how it works historically, but the point is that
work historically.
The way he's being treated, you only see that in those movies where he's in a coliseum and he goes like, and like the guy points and he gives him a thumbs up. And even when
but
Jones
it's like a
won,
lame version of it though.
Yeah, but even when Jones won, he was literally like, and I want to, it's like everyone's trying to curry favors because it's clearly, Trump is clearly such a I'll scratch yours to the fully transparent.
Yeah.
Give me campaign money and I'll give you a government department. Like Musk goes everywhere with him. They're boys like this and that. Like,
don't give me campaign money. Change Twitter's algorithm so that I win the election and I'll give you.
Yeah, but you know what?
that's what technically worth more than campaign money, to be honest.
But they said that with Russia. They say that every time. So
it's true though. It is true. Like but the thing is, that's the thing is like it was Russia and it was other things. Now everyone's got it. Every single government on the planet has
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like, be objective.
Yeah.
You're a smart guy.
Yeah.
I'm a smart guy. Internet aside, Musk aside, Trump was going to beat Kamala. Was he going to beat Biden? Okay, sure. You could say Trump was going to beat Kamala. That was going to happen. I mean, right? The country loves him on some king shit. Yeah. And now now the opponent is not even the one guy that like the country loves old white guys
Yeah,
that have served their time to the government, and it's again union shit. That's why they're all 80 because I did governor, I did my time. It's my time to be president, right?
Right. Oh yeah, I see.
Kamala was like, it didn't fit into the thing that the country will.
But you're also forgetting your argument falls flat because Trump didn't do any time in the government. He hasn't been there at all.
But that's the thing. That's the reason they like him. He's the one outlier about this whole thing. I'm not like this guy who's like Trump is. I'm just watching what's happening.
Yeah.
John Jones goes, and I just want to say.
Yeah.
Hello to the government or hello to the president of the United States. And then Trump looked at him like, you're smart for acknowledging me. The look he gave him, he was like,
you got me.
That was a good move, Jones.
I don't want to be nice to a black guy.
That was the best move you did in that ring tonight.
I don't want to be nice to a black guy, but I'm going to have to be nice to a black guy now.
And then he goes like, I'm proud to be American, and I'm proud to be a Christian American. And then they're like, USA. I was like, whoa. I mean, I watch UFC all the time.
Yeah.
That, and UFC is very American.
Yeah.
That was that was like, for Jones to be like, I pledge my allegiance to him too. I'm telling you, it's on some Caesar shit. It's on some Caesar shit.
Yeah. It's not
and
at
Musk
all
is just
weird.
with him. Musk is don't you have
standing
9
there.
companies?
Yeah.
That's the richest man in the world, just like at this thing.
Yeah.
Just like next to the most powerful guy. They're boys. Like, it's
just hanging out. Yeah, because
you know why people love it? You know why people vote? Because it makes the world some comic book shit.
Yeah.
It stops this politics of like, I run, represent, I have meetings with my affiliates and parliament and this and that. It's just like, what up now? It's this politics, this what up?
Yeah, it's just like, who gives a fuck? Let's go.
It's crazy.
There's like, the thing is, and this
is wild to watch, man.
Dude, I understand why the phenomenon started because what Trump was or still is a brick through the system.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like if the system was a glass wall, Trump's just a brick that the country threw at it to be like, yo, fuck you guys. Like, because the thing was like the Kamala's number one thing that they like kind of advertised or whatever was that she raised $1 billion worth of donations. Like, and that was supposed to be a positive. Like, look at her. She got $1 billion in election funding.
She got $1 billion in people's efforts against Trump.
Yeah, but if you think about it, if you hear somebody got $1 billion, you're not going to be like, oh, that person must be great and one of the people. It's like, no, which banks gave her $1 billion?
$1 billion, yeah.
Like, who gave her $1 billion? What deals does she make?
Every liberal person, because these are taxable donations. They're
no, dude, the bill. You don't get $1 billion out of liberals. We have minimum wage jobs.
It wasn't a person. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
but like all campaigns go to 100 million. All presidential campaigns do 100 million numbers.
Yeah.
In fact, what was it? Trump. I remember because I don't even watch the news, but now that I'm at fucking Planet Fitness on the treadmill, every day I'm getting updates nonstop. When Trump got indicted for those counts, he raised 80 million in 24 hours or something like that. I forget what the number was, but the money came pouring in.
Dude,
it can do no wrong.
Dude,
I'm telling you, it sounds some Jesus shit.
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy to watch. It's pretty amazing.
You know what it is? You know what it is too? It's
the second coming.
No, dude. It's Indian politics. It's African politics. It's Middle Eastern politics. This is not uncommon. Like Pakistan, for example. Pakistan voted in Imran Khan years ago, and he was the top cricket player out of Pakistan.
Yeah,
right. He was like the greatest cricket player. They made him prime minister, and he was a Trump level kind of populist, where it was like his thing was
he's God level.
He's God level, but based off his cricket playing. So they gave him in, and so then he goes in and I'm not familiar with Pakistani politics, but I know that he got ousted, but he also got ousted and then he got arrested
because he tried to be like, he's trying to fight the decision.
Yeah. And so, but then what the population thinks is that the government is corrupt. They're out to get him. That's why they arrested him. The charges aren't real. And so that's what the population, I think, thinks of Trump too, where the charges are bullshit. Him getting arrested is bullshit. They're out to get him. The government's out to get him. They don't want him in power. That's why they're after him.
Have you ever read Machiavelli's The Prince?
No.
Great book. And one of the main things he says about this is, with regards to princes.
Okay.
You must curry the favor of the nobles and the people, but most importantly the people, because here in the scenario where the nobles are like, that's a puppet guy, put him in because he'll do what we want and we'll all keep making money in the industries we pretty much gatekeep. Mm-hmm. But the people go, fuck that guy. So now you have like high security every time you take him through the court of the city because
Right.
people want to fuck him up, right?
Right.
Versus the people.
Yeah.
Because if you have the people, the nobles can't even fuck with you because if the nobles fuck with you, the people uprise.
Right.
So you want the nobles and the people, but having the people is the stronger thing. And that's what happened with Trump, I think. Because all the powers to be on like the political system are like, no. And then because he was so popular, the conservatives were like, yeah, he's our guy. Like he's unbeatable. So they loved him.
Yeah.
Right? So put him up. Because every party just wants to win at the end of the day. They just want to win. They just want to be in control. We don't give a fuck who bring... If they're one of the most popular people in the country and they're willing to be our front man, be our front man. We want to win.
But so here's the thing. This is where it gets different because that's what it was in 2016. When it was like Trump. This time it's different because like you said, he's got his boys.
You know, that's what I'm saying. This is
the people that
it
are
can go one of two ways.
Dude,
real bad, or weirdly, oddly good. But Elon
I think it's gonna be bad.
Elon made a good point on the Rogan episode, which I didn't listen to because I can't listen to him talk too long. It's too robotic. But my buddy was
speaking voice on the planet.
But it's very true though that the A team manages business and the B team manages politics. That's the truth. In a meritocracy, the meritocracy is the free market, it's capitalism, right? I find Bill Gates and Steve Jobs way more competent than the average politician.
At what?
At leading
A company.
Buddy, that's what a nation is. A nation is a company. Let's be honest. A nation is a company.
First of all,
IBM has hundreds of thousands of employees.
Bill Gates wasn't competent. He, through the 80s and 90s,
these are just examples.
Was ruthlessly capitalist. All he did was buy people's product and cut out people. It copied other people's products. That's the thing.
What a politician does.
That capitalism promises isn't real.
But a politician, what they do is they're just a politics, in my opinion, is just it's a pageant. Pageantry.
In America, for sure.
So I'm gonna put on this suit and I'm gonna come and I'm gonna shake all your hands in this community and you guys are gonna like my face. And then I'm going to go up and try to have the whole region like my face. And then I want the province to like my face and trust me. And then I want the country. And really this whole time, you're just making sure that any businesses that are gonna make your life much easier to live, they suddenly have a lot less red tape in front of them, whatever that is. Green, like Trudeau's probably getting sick kickbacks or whatever the fuck from the green effort. Right. A lot of other people, another conservative guy in power would have been getting it from the oil people. Whatever you are leaning towards, he's liberal, so he's getting his back end pay in whatever form it is, whether it's social currency, whatever the fuck it is, he's getting it, and that's all it is. It's a play for that. And I think in business, it's just a free market. So it's like the person who does it and sells the most wins. So I like that system more than this, like, I'm going to put on a suit and take a video of me eating with my family and be like, values, old value, like all this pageantry.
So here's the thing.
And the podcast is over. Thank you. Only me. I mute it. Okay, we're good.
We're good. The pageantry is like that because we wanted it like that. Do you know what I mean? Like it only went like that because it worked. The populace made the electorate made that the reality. Because for years and years and years, you didn't want a politician you wanted a politician who did shake hands, who had a family, who whatever these things that made you feel safe about voting for him, right? And then and we're gonna act like Trump doesn't do that, but he does bring Melania around.
Well, he's still doing all the stuff.
He's doing the same things. Kids are around. He's walking around.
But it's the idea of him. Trump. It's not what he's doing. It's the idea around him.
Yeah.
He's bigger. It's like you said. He's
a
like,
brick. He's a brick to the system.
Michael Jackson, all these things. He's bigger than a human. It's this idea around him. Trump represents the woke shit ending and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
ABCD. Like a Cybertruck is Trump. Isn't it funny how a Tesla is liberal, but a Cybertruck is Trump? Cybertruck is like a driving Trump fucking vote.
Oh, dude, when I was in Montana. But a Tesla is very liberal. When I was in Montana, I saw a truck with it had Trump. It was a Cybertruck with the entire trunk was a picture, like it was like a painted on picture, and it was Trump when he
With
got,
with an eagle.
when he got assassinated, almost got assassinated,
keep
like the
fighting.
fist up, and the faces of the bodyguards was like Musk, Andrew Tate, and Candace Owens, and it said like MAGA Tate, like the whole Cybertruck was just wrapped in it. It was fucking crazy to think.
Religion has made everybody take everything as a package. We all came up in a religion, most people, and it's like, here's your package deal. You know, I was born, it's like, you're Muslim. You don't wear your shorts below this. You don't eat pork. You don't drink. You fast Ramadan. This is the package deal.
Package deal,
right? People love a package deal. The fact that why do you have to be like Trump, MAGA, Tate? Why all these things? Can't you just like what the we're just being like conservative right wing. That's just all the right wing people.
Is like the team.
What
This
the
is
fuck?
the team you're
Exactly. What
on.
the fuck is this weird assortment of people? They all just think this way. Like, why is it a package deal?
It's
odd.
we like well,
And
we
the
made
liberal
a
side
team.
is the exact same thing.
We made
It's
it
like vegan.
We made
This.
it teams. We made it
Prius.
teams. We're like, oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And
We
then,
love because we're tribal and stupid, and we just need A versus B. That's why it's a two-party system. A versus B.
A
bro.
versus B. It's gotta be this or that. Like it's and I like the thing is like it's not like it's it's just funny to me because one side is like, hey, we're trying to be this or trying to be that, and the other side's like, we're gonna kill you. Like it's like a very different. I hate this idea that like just the middle is like so close. You know, I'm like, no, there's like I'm very left wing, so it's like I get it. We are annoying, but it's like usually like. It's like, all right, man, we're like, these people want rights. We're thinking about getting
You're a
them.
left winger in disguise, driving around an old Jeep T-shirt.
Yeah.
This guy is fucking. He's a day walker.
I am a left winger with a very, very old.
They're like, did you see it? Like people come talk to you.
stupidly
Like,
loud. Yeah, I know that does happen
100%.
sometimes. That's true. They're like, oh, you got this.
Yo, I have a question.
Yo,
Because you're Punjabi.
I am Punjabi.
Punjabi guys, when they're bald, do they still rap?
Oh yeah.
And how do you? You need a bass. What's the bass? How do you
the
get?
bass is there still. Yeah.
Do they put something to make it a bass? Because
No.
how do you get that much height? How do you get that much volume?
I have.
These are the real questions. These are
questions.
immigrant section questions.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. I've always wondered
the
that.
OG podcast.
Because I'm like, if you're bald, how are you getting this height?
So I had a friend whose dad wore a turban and he was bald. But the thing is, so you still have the sides, right? Like most bald dudes.
Oh, so he grows that long.
Yeah, that's long
wraps
still.
that.
And then he'd wrap that up top like you would normally. Like so,
And
people
then
who
you
don't,
have
for
enough.
people who don't know, when you Sikh people, I don't know how other turbans around the world work, but Sikh turbans, they have it because you're not supposed to cut your hair. So
Why?
It's considered a gift from God, so you don't cut it.
Got it.
So people will wrap
You hair cutting heathens out there, motherfuckers.
just so you know you're going.
So I'm going to hell
straight
for sure.
Yeah.
God, so when you're bald, does God be
God
like-
gave you no gift, son.
So
God
that's
gave-
hell. God's sending you to hell when he takes your hair, right?
Yeah. So
Damning you.
That's that's how you know it's already over for you. If you ever wondered if you're gonna go to hell or not, if you're balding, it's if you're bald, you're already in hell. Let's be honest.
This is all on track 2 of his album. Bald, it's called Bald Hell.
Bald hell.
Fucking hate bald people.
So yeah, you wrap it up in a top knot, and then you wrap the turban around it. And I remember he had like lost all his hair on top, but he still had the long on the side. So you take that, wrap it up, and then use that as a base. I
want to know, does anybody ever put like a base? Like an empty egg carton.
Oh,
Not egg carton, but like a dome.
Like a dome,
Hollowed
like a
out
hollow
dome
dome.
that sits comfortably on the scalp.
So this
And then you do a
this is
base.
funny. I didn't realize you didn't know this, but you don't just when you see a Sikh guy with a turban, he's got a piece of cloth under him. That's the base. There's already a different. Everyone wears a second cloth underneath. That's the base.
So even if you have crazy long hair.
Yeah. It's not. It's like there's no like you're not taking the turban raw on your hair.
No, the turban is like wrapped.
Yeah. But
It's not-
underneath there's
yeah.
a smaller cloth. That's the base.
So
It's
that
called
just
a
keeps
patka.
everything bunched.
Yeah, that's like patka. That keeps everything bunched. That's the base, and then the turban goes on top of that.
And is the butka, is it the same color?
No, you ever see a Sikh guy with like he's got like a whatever color orange turban, and then he's got like a triangle right here that's a different color, usually
Like black.
white. Yeah, white or black usually. Yeah,
That's the butka.
that's a patka. Patka with a P.
But
it's-
BD,
no,
B-A-D-K?
P-A-T-K-A.
Butka, got
Yeah, so like that'll be underneath. Some guys wear like just a headband.
it. Yeah.
And that's usually when you have like a haircut and you don't need to wrap anything up. But with longer hair, you wrap all the hair, then you wrap the patka on top of that, and then the
This
turban
is
on
for
top
all
of
of our Saskatchewan listeners who are so curious
that.
about
Just so you
these
know,
things.
I guess there's a bunch of videos online of
Well, I
people.
wanted to know about the bald thing specifically.
Yeah, the bald thing. So you probably
By
have.
the way, how is that TJ been? Last we were talking,
man, it's
it's
still
been
alive. It's still
It's been
alive.
destroying your wallet.
Yeah,
Last
it's
what have you done to it since you've gotten it? And how do you feel driving it? Just straight from gas station to gas station. Right? I'm assuming.
Yeah,
There's a
straight
V8
from-
in that, right?
No, it's a V6.
Oh, it's a V6,
So
okay.
for those who know, I drive a 2004 Jeep TJ that I bought during COVID on some
So
like.
twice the price of what it's actually worth.
Yes, I bought it. I bought it during COVID, thinking I'm gonna buy it for a bit and I'll sell it.
I knew you like white women, but
Yeah,
god damn,
dude.
he's like he's invested.
Yeah, and this is how I get them.
That's a
So I drop
fish
them.
in the
So-
white women dating community.
Yeah.
You got a fish, hook, line, and sinker. That's what an old TJ is with the fucking vinyl top.
Dude, the vinyl top and everything. So I bought it thinking I'll sell it after COVID, and I just loved it too much. And it is the Jeep is the best, dumbest car you can ever have.
It really is.
It really is so stupid.
I'd get a Gladiator actually.
Yeah, dude,
That's
Gladiators
take it
are
to the
just,
next level of
so much
stupidity.
even dumber. So like they're just like next time you see a Jeep, if you're not familiar with cars, look at the Jeep and think about the air efficiency that it does not have.
It's two
a
rectangles.
box.
It's two rectangles.
It's two rectangles sitting on top of each other. So it's just like there's no speed
With
to be had.
crazy off-roading treaded wheels all the time on flat tarmac. Just like, eat my gas.
Yeah.
Eating,
Giant
drink,
tires
drink.
that eat gas. A fucking a rectangle box that just
A
makes
brick wall
its
driving floor.
It's like driving a sail into the wind all the time. And yeah, so and it has the efficiency of, so it's a 2004 car. They didn't care about gas
bro.
efficiency back then.
You
They
probably-
it's a year after they invaded Iraq. They did not give a fuck about gas prices back then, man. It was free gas back then.
Wait, so how many liters is your tank?
Oh, like it's so small too. It's like 50 liters. It's like
So that lasts you what, 250, 280 kilometers?
Dude, no,
Not even that much?
No, it'll be like
No way, less than 200.
If I get to 200, it's
It's a good day?
a good day, I think.
Bro, get a Hummer at this point,
dude.
man.
Well, the thing is, I don't drive long distances at all. I live in the city. I really just drive it like
well, that'll
today.
get you the lowest fuel economy anyways.
Yeah,
I
but
bet-
I'm only going like 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers max before I have. You know what I mean?
So it's just like a fun stunting. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
be having, especially you live in downtown?
I live pretty close downtown.
Like that's
midtown.
extra stupid too. That's
Oh, yeah.
to take it to a different
Oh
level.
yeah, it's just real stupid.
But that's how you enjoy it. That's the only way it makes work. You don't actually, if you were putting actual kilometers down, you wouldn't be able to afford that.
No, absolutely not. Like
So it's actually fun because
Yeah.
it's fun and stupid to get into every time, and you're doing a short errand.
Yeah, I'm doing a short errand.
So that's
I go to the
fucking
groceries. I go to a show if it's out not near the subway, or I go to shoot a podcast with a buddy, all that sort of stuff. But when I go to like one time, I drove it to like a provincial park. And so I drove it like 400 kilometers.
And you're not gonna do that again?
Never gonna do that again, dude. Because I can't, like, the amount of times I have to pull over to just go to the gas station, and then I remember just being like, for fun, I'll keep the receipts on
Just
this
to do the math.
just to do the math, bro. I drove 5 hours there, 5 hours back, $200 and something in gas, like $300 in gas. It was just like
Jesus Christ. So you did like
you could
2 tanks, 3
see-
tanks each way.
Yeah.
You watch the gauge
You can
go
watch
down.
the needle. You can watch the needle move, dude.
It's fighting wind all the time, huh?
Yeah, it's so bad.
But when you're doing 30 or 40 on a road that isn't really a road, can you put on full-time four-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Then that's why you got the car.
Dude,
then you're hoping you see someone with a Kia struggling.
Yeah, I wasn't
Like,
even
fucking dumbass.
Dude, I wait. You know what I wait for? When it snows every year. When that first snowfall hits and everyone's
Just to go,
struggling.
every
Yes.
Jeep does that, and every
Yes.
WRX STI they do that
Yeah.
too. All of the all-wheel drive
Yeah.
people, they all just to drive extra aggressive around struggling people
Yeah.
and slow
I've done
people,
that.
just that angry, like fucking
done that.
hurry up! What the fuck?
I've done that. I
Cocky
look for people.
motherfucker.
I look for people stuck because I'm like, dude, I
You're just doing donuts around them.
No, I pull them out. I have the nylon rope and everything. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll pull you out. What's up, man? Oh,
You have a what is it? Twinch? What's it called?
I don't know a winch.
Cinch?
I don't know a winch, but I just have a what do you call it?
Oh, just a fucking like cable.
Yeah,
to pull their ass out. Yeah. Hey, buddy, it works.
Yeah, dude.
Is it feel great?
Dude, it's the best. It's the best. It's like this thing. You're like, it finally makes.
By the way,
sense.
that's a Punjabi thing. Now it's all coming together.
Yeah.
Listen, I think we got to end the episode on this. What is the fucking Punjabi obsession with V8s, with Broncos, Wranglers? Like, what is that?
Dude, this is not. Here's the thing. It's not a Punjabi thing. It's 19 to 24-year-old men.
Pakistanis. Show me the Pakistani with a Wrangler. Show me the Pakistani with a Bronco. Show me the Pakistani.
I guarantee.
Pakistanis.
No.
They have. They're gonna have an Accord, a Camry, and if they up it, they're gonna go BMW, Mercedes. Punjabis don't go that route. Punjabis go Challenger. Punjabis go Bronco. Punjabis go Tahoe. Punjabis go like Sidhu Moose Wala, his videos. Wrangler. What is that?
Dude, so Punjabis are like
the district of Punjab. Is it like very like very
farm? No, it's very farm. It's all farming village.
So they use a lot of these utility vehicles.
Yeah. So it's like you're asking, like, here's the thing. You're like, hey, why is it with Punjabi guys all in their Wranglers and their pickup trucks and their Tahoes? And it's like, dude, that's the same thing of asking, like, when I say 19 to 24-year-old farm community. So it's like, go to Alberta. It's like, what's up with Albertans and their Wranglers and their pickup trucks? What's up with these
They're
Texans?
all pickup trucks.
They're all Texans. Well, these Texans with their pickup trucks. And it's like, dude,
because Texas
we're farm boys, bro.
Gas is cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
So we don't care about having a V8. That's why. I'll give you the answers to all these. Alberta gas is cheaper as fuck, and they're farm boys, like you said.
Yeah.
But Texan, they're not necessarily farm boys. Like the average Alberta, the average Albertan is much closer to working on a farm or being around affiliated to a farm than the average Texan.
Oh yeah, for sure. But they're near enough of it. They think it's. Here's the thing. So I realized I was in Montana doing shows.
Again with Montana.
You
were in the States. I get it, bro.
No.
Here's the thing about Montana.
I noticed this. We were doing a couple bar gigs, and there was a distinct difference in the two bars though, but they're both cowboy. Like they have very cowboy vibes. Yeah. But the first place crushed. It was great. It was like a energetic place. And it was like the cowboys there were actual blue collar.
Got it.
And then the other place, the bar was much nicer.
These are fake cowboys.
Yeah. So that's what I noticed. It was like, oh, these guys
are Lincoln Mark LT trucks.
Yeah.
They're in Lincoln trucks.
Yes.
They're in the fucking Sierra.
They wear jeans, but the jeans are $400.
Yeah.
They wear a cowboy hat, but the cowboy hat is
like custom leather
or whatever the hell. So they think that's what
they're all like sales managers and fucking like finance
you guys
people.
Don't work on a farm.
And that show did not go good.
No, and you could tell because it was like they weren't chilling. They weren't like you're still bank managers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can wear the outfit all you want, and that was the thing. You could tell they were insecure about it. Where you're like, this guy's not really all that blue collar.
Fuck you, yeah. It's like going to Calgary during the Stampede, like just attacking people.
Yeah.
Like, you still see the price tag on the fucking cowboy. I'm a cowboy. Are you? Your receipt is hanging out of your pocket, sir.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, it's like you get like a 19...
But it's very distinct though.
You think so?
Yeah, I pay attention to cars like crazy. Yeah. Indians in general. Mm-hmm. Indians, Pakistanis.
Practical. Honda, Toyota.
Correct. The classic immigrant car. They'll get a lot of, even Punjabis, they'll all start with Hyundai.
Yeah.
And Kia. Because they have 8-year financing 0%. Yeah. Every immigrant starts with that because it's just a retarded deal to get everybody who's starting in the first world. It gets them all right. But then
Uncle Nav's got that Hyundai dealership. That's why everyone goes there.
Nav Bhatia, shout out.
That's why.
Apparently he's got a private jet, huh?
Nah.
Someone said he was on one. I don't know. Hearsay is crazy.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. You believed that until you believed that for years, haven't you?
I just heard it the other day.
You believed it. You're like, yeah. I'm like, you just needed one person to go like, are you sure? You're like, actually, I've never.
But I'm telling you though, Pakistani guy goes Mercedes, BMW. Punjabi guy goes Bronco, Wrangler. Lifted SUV. It's more like they're more very Texan about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Very Texan about it. Actually, I literally say Punjabis are like, I have a bit about that. You hear that bit?
No,
I say the turban is the Indian cowboy hat.
Yeah. You got it. Oh my god, you should hear about the controversy around this wedding.
Here in Brampton with the egg, because
no,
they all have,
the wedding in Texas. It was this Sikh woman marrying a white Texan dude.
Yeah.
So the rule, the turban is actually not the rule, technically speaking. It's cover your head in your hair.
Got it.
In the thing. So they got married at a gurdwara, at a temple, and the white Texan husband, they were doing a Sikh ceremony, and he wore a cowboy hat, and his whole family wore cowboy hats. Because it's like, oh, we got to cover our heads.
Yeah.
And pictures get posted online. Entire Sikh community loses their mind over it. Goes crazy.
but everybody locally is fine with it. In that night, they're cool.
As far as we know, yeah, it didn't seem like anything. It's because it's
the internet blows things out of proportion.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like yo, like people got so mad.
But they did it by the book. You said they covered their shit.
Yeah, but that's.
And they don't even have to adhere. Like if a Muslim gets married to a non-Muslim, the non-Muslims don't have to do Muslim. Like the non-Muslim women that come to a Muslim wedding are not expected to wear a hijab. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I like at the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but okay. Also,
So
as
him,
somebody
maybe
married,
if he converted,
as somebody who's married to a Muslim,
Yeah.
it's also you can't.
forget
Oh, by
that
the
wedding.
way-
How was your wedding?
Yeah, by the way, yeah, spoiler alert. If you're going to watch the special, cut it off right now because go watch it because the last.
Well, when is it out?
It's out. It's out.
Oh, it's out?
The album's out.
Yeah.
The special will be out in mid-December.
Okay, cool.
So the last 10 minutes of it are on
The wedding.
my wedding.
Yeah.
And my attempt at a wedding.
Yeah.
And my parents being very pissed about her being Muslim and me being Sikh and that not being allowed. But I know part of the thing is that the nikah can't be done between.
Hey, what'd you call me? No, okay, keep going.
You're so used to that, eh?
I just do it when people order a Negroni around me. I do it, or someone says Nicaragua. Okay,
You have a whole list of all the words.
All right,
you know which ones are
Niger,
just
yeah.
which ones are close enough, bro. When they named Niger, do you think they had any
I fucking
idea?
come in my pants.
You think they had any idea what they were
I
setting
know,
up?
right? You know it was not Niger. It's no, it's not Niger. It's Niger. Oh, is it? Are you sure you're just not trying to get jumped? Is that what it is? I mean, nigga, the country.
Yeah. I'm just really
it's
into
Niger,
geography.
motherfucker.
I know that's always this. How close can you get? You know what I mean?
Niger.
There is that you got. What is the basis?
It's
of
when
that
people
name?
go like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're like,
Yo, man, you gotta.
you're like, because you can't come at somebody.
Yeah,
like
you can't even
for
say
that.
You can't even say Schwarzenegger. Like if you're saying his name, you have to say the whole name.
Yeah.
You can't be like. You gotta be like.
When people just kind of
say-
go loosey goosey with that ending,
Yeah.
in a scenario where calling him out is not really like it can't happen.
Yeah.
like it's not a one-on-one like that.
Yeah.
Like anyway, so Arnold Schwarzenegger said that, and you're like,
Dude,
Oh.
one of the funniest
like
things
that.
I ever saw. I was doing karaoke with some friends when I was in university, and
I thought you were gonna say Montana. I'm like, this is Montana.
and this guy I went to school with did Gold Digger, Kanye West Gold Digger.
Yeah.
And he went up there and he was singing the song. And you know, in the clean version, it's I ain't messing with no broke, right?
Yeah.
So he's up there. He's like, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but I ain't messing with no broke. And then
Fully, with a hard R.
No. He moved the mic away from his face. Not only did he not say the N-word, he moved the mic away from his face.
Hey, fucking with it, bro.
I ain't messing with no broke.
That's the ultimate respect.
Yo,
Now.
I ain't messing with no broke.
Black people are like,
No.
yo, you get the card. You
No,
get
no,
one.
no,
You get
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That was not- you get one.
Dude, this dude was like, you're not even going to get me even
Yeah,
close
you can't
on
catch me
Yeah, you
slipping.
can't catch me slipping at all. I'm nowhere near the microphone. Look at me. I ain't messing with no broke.
That's high level whiteness right there. That's high level whiteness.
He was high level white. That guy was high level white.
Yeah, that's the name of my guy's album. Check it out. High level white. Yo, but let's wrap this thing. Tell these people where to find it, what it's called,
all right,
and where to follow you on socials.
All right, it's at J Gill Comedy, JGILL Comedy. The album is called Jeevin Gill Presents Jeevin Gill by Jeevin
Hey, not
Gill.
redundant.
Jeevin Gill Presents Jeevin Gill. It's on Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. We'll be releasing a vinyl hopefully soon.
Dope.
But it'll be like 10 copies or something, so don't worry about it.
I will put, what's the main? I'll put a Spotify link.
Yeah, put a Spotify link for
I'll
the
put a
album.
Spotify link in the thing.
And then it'll, if you are listening to this in mid-December or...
I'm going to put this shit out tonight.
Oh, yeah. All right, then.
I don't bank stuff.
In December 18th, it'll be
We got to talk about all this Tyson shit right now, bro.
Yeah.
Kobe died. We got to put this out right now, bro. Right now. But yo, scroll down, find my guy's stuff. Make sure to follow him. Again, his socials will be down there. From my end, Halifax, I will see you Friday at the Carlton, Aaron's Pub in St. John's, Newfoundland on Saturday. And then next week, it's the West Coast, Kamloops Friday, Whistler Thursday, Vancouver, 2 shows. Those are fucking almost sold out, actually, at Chilex Studio, November 30th. And then December 6th and 7th, Toronto. Make sure to pull up for me filming these specials at Danforth Comedy Bar. And before that, December 4th, Boston. I will see y'all. Thank you for coming on, bro. This was fucking awesome, man. I'm gonna have more guests, man. It's so much easier, bro. I'm like, talk away, brother. Talk away. Till next time, thanks for tuning in.
Peace. Thank you.